Yeah, and James in the comments is staying pretty positive. He says, good to see Ian Atchell getting minutes. Keep him in the Ox fit. I'll feel confident with the title. I'm putting that up, Keith, just before he finished, just basically to ask you, is that all Celtic can do? Just basically try and forget tonight ever happened? Just accept we're not at that level. Plough
and
on.
hope that there's no collateral damage. Yeah, but that's why I refer to the potential for collateral damage here in terms of confidence levels, in terms of morale, and the whole sort of impetus that you're looking to build at this point in the season, momentum. Whatever Celtic might have been building by scraping a few last-minute goals against the three sides at the lower reaches of the SPFL, whatever momentum that was, or whatever would qualify for momentum from that was wiped out tonight. Is right back to square one, and worse than that, as I said to you, I think Martin O'Neill would have been fairly confident that was his strongest 11 that he sent out tonight. And now I genuinely believe that we're sitting there when he gets to his bed tonight thinking, wow, I'm not even sure what my strongest 11 looks like anymore. And that's a really bad sign when there are so many matches of such significance in such a short period of time to come.
Absolutely. And I mean, a lot of people in the comments debating about the Celtic board. And I would just say that Matt Uppinsworth, we were saying off air before we come on, Stuttgart, they've got a wage bill of around 67 million, I think, last count. Celtic's, I think, a couple of years ago was at 64 million. There's no real reason why there should be an absolute gulf between them. Okay, Stuttgart, better league, a bit more money, but that shouldn't be a gulf like that. And it's almost a year to the day. Celtic nearly put Bayern out in their own stadium. Yeah. I mean, the kind of dilution of quality in this team is just remarkable.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nobody should be surprised by that. That hasn't baseball batted either, has it? Because
I know.
We've all been looking at it. We also saw Kyogo getting sold. We also saw his replacement, Adam Ida, getting sold. We also Nicholas Kuhn being sold without replacements coming in. So none of this is surprising. That, the Celtic board might be, they might cling to that stat that you've just trotted out there as a validation for themselves. They are still spending money. Celtic are spending money, or have spent money, but the recruitment, the lack of ambition has, as much as the Celtic board could point to the wages that are getting spent and say it's comparable to a Stuttgart. Stuttgart are a progressive club trying to move forward. Celtic have gone into, reverse mode over the last 12 months. And you trace it all back to what happened between Dermot Desmond and Brendan Rodgers. And although Martin O'Neill has been in there fighting manfully, trying to work miracles to keep this thing on track this season, that's where the problem lies. That's where the club became fractured. And not even Martin O'Neill, with all the goodwill that he's got going from, he can't bring the fans together and get everything reunited because the fractures run too deep now. So what happens now for the rest of the season for Celtic? Anybody's guess. Martin O'Neill, as I said, has been doing an incredible job by keeping grinding out wins, keeping posting points on the board. But that side to me doesn't look fit for purpose anymore, and it hasn't looked fit for purpose on the domestic scene. Never mind the European stage. And tonight, I'm going to come back to it, became an embarrassment.
And Marzuno points out, look at Bodo Glimt last night, a town the size of Dumbarton. That was some result for them in Interland. So there's no reason why Celtic should be like this, is what I'm trying to say. But there you go. Before we finish, Keith, games at the weekend. We'll be back on Sunday. Hotline Live, I think, will be at 6:00. The two games on Sunday, Celtic Hibs, Livingston Rangers, both being a 3:00 kickoff, throw me a bit, but aye, 6:00 we'll be back.
That's the kind of legacy of the Thursday night football, Daniel, isn't it? That Celtic, normally that would have been a Saturday 3:00, becomes a Sunday 3:00. The game live on telly, Livingston Rangers. Do you know, it's one of them that you wish you could watch both games at the same time. I'll be fascinated to see and feel what the atmosphere is like inside Celtic Park come 2:30 on Sunday afternoon. Because I don't think it's going to feel like there's a lot of energy or goodwill there. I think that already feels like a really difficult afternoon for Celtic.